Step back in time to the dawn of the 18th century, where the seeds of revolution were quietly sown in the fertile soil of colonial America. As tensions simmered between the British Crown and its American subjects, a simmering discontent began to boil over into open rebellion. Join us as we uncover the dramatic events that would ultimately lead to the birth of the United States of America. The stirrings of discontent. In the years leading up to the American Revolution, the colonies found themselves increasingly at odds with British rule. From the imposition of taxes without representation to the stifling of colonial autonomy, grievances against the Crown began to mount. The Stamp Act of 1765 and the Townshend Acts of 1767 only served to further stoke the flames of dissent, as colonists protested against what they saw as unjust and oppressive measures. The Boston Massacre and the Tea Party. The tensions between the colonies and Britain reached a boiling point in 1770 with the infamous Boston Massacre, where British soldiers fired upon a crowd of unarmed colonists, resulting in several deaths. The incident galvanized colonial resistance and sparked calls for independence. The Boston Tea Party of 1773 further escalated the conflict as colonists dumped tea into Boston Harbor in protest of the Tea Act, a symbolic act of defiance against British authority. The shot heard round the world. The outbreak of armed conflict in April 1775 marked the beginning of the American Revolution. The battles of Lexington and Concord, where colonial militias clashed with British troops, ignited the flames of war and set the stage for a struggle for independence. As the conflict escalated, both sides prepared for a long and bloody conflict, with the fate of a nation hanging in the balance. Declaration of Independence. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, proclaiming the 13 colonies as free and independent states. Penned by Thomas Jefferson, the Declaration articulated the ideals of liberty, equality, and self-determination that would come to define the American experiment. With its stirring words and bold proclamation, the Declaration galvanized support for the cause of independence and inspired patriots to fight for freedom. The crucible of war. Over the course of the next several years, the fledgling nation would endure trials and tribulations on the battlefield. From the bitter winter at Valley Forge to the decisive victory at Saratoga, the Continental Army fought valiantly against the might of the British Empire. With the support of allies, such as France, the colonies rallied together to secure their independence and forge a new path forward. Victory at Yorktown and the birth of a nation. The turning point of the war came in 1781 with the decisive victory at Yorktown, where American and French forces converged to defeat the British Army under General Cornwallis. The surrender of Cornwallis signaled the end of major hostilities and paved the way for negotiations that would culminate in the Treaty of Paris of 1783, officially recognizing the independence of the United States. As we conclude our journey through the American Revolution, we are reminded of the courage, sacrifice, and determination of those who fought for liberty and justice. The legacy of the Revolution endures as a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding us of the power of ordinary people to shape the course of history. Join us in the comment section below and share your thoughts. What lessons can we learn from the American Revolution, and how do its ideals resonate today?